Nvidia and Accenture announced a partnership to help expand AI solutions to all types of customers. But that wasn't the only AI news we heard today. OpenAI just finished its latest funding round, and it's valued at over $150 billion with some interesting investors. Talking about 150, any way we can get this video to 150 likes. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out my free Substack link below. All jokes aside, in today's episode, we will do the following. First, take a closer look at this OpenAI funding news. Next, take a closer look at Nvidia and Accenture. And finally, my final thoughts. So, let's get started.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
The first thing I wanted to take a closer look at was that OpenAI news. So OpenAI today on October 2nd mentioned that they raised roughly $6.6 billion in new funding at $157 billion post-money valuation to accelerate progress on their mission. They mentioned that the new funding will allow them to double down on leadership in frontier AI research, increase compute capacity. You know, as NVIDIA investors, that's pretty much all we want to hear, right? It means that out of this $6.6 billion, a good portion is going to go to NVIDIA GPUs and continue building tools to help people solve hard problems. So this is great news, right? It kind of continues to showcase a lot of money coming into the AI market, and a lot of that money is going to go to like the chips and the computational power as we're seeing right now. So this right off the bat could be seen as very, very bullish news for NVIDIA. Now, OpenAI didn't really disclose who were some of the investors in here, but CNBC did come out and mentions that based on some people knowledgeable with the matter, that Microsoft invested again, even though they're already a big investor in OpenAI. Chipmaker Nvidia was another player. Now, I think Nvidia investing in this is pretty interesting, and I think it's actually a smart move. I don't think at the end of the day, Nvidia really needs to invest in AI companies to make money. But what I think the biggest benefit is for Nvidia is it allows them to be in the front seat of these AI companies, right? So obviously a big leader in the AI market right now is ChatGPT and OpenAI. And if OpenAI starts to develop a new form of AI solution and needs a new type of AI workload, maybe AI libraries and AI software optimization, Nvidia, since it's gonna have kind of a front seat, it's gonna help them kind of continue to develop their chips to be the best in the AI market. I also have a very, very weird speculation, and this is completely speculations, but if OpenAI ever decides to kind of do some form of ASIC solution, I think with NVIDIA being an investor here, it can force NVIDIA to kind of showcase, hey, look, we've talked about it in the past where we're not opposed to doing custom chip solutions. Since you're such a big customer, we're willing to work with you on that market. Again, that's just speculation on my end, and I believe by NVIDIA investing in OpenAI, it kind of makes those random speculations a little bit closer. Another thing that was pretty interesting here is there's a report by Financial Times that says OpenAI is asking investors not to back rival startups such as Elon Musk's XAI and obviously some of the other big players out there. I think that's a pretty interesting move, and it kind of just showcases, in my opinion, it kind of showcases how close probably some of these AI companies are, that OpenAI kind of is showing maybe a little bit fear in the market. At the end of the day, if you're an NVIDIA shareholder, you actually want the gaps between these rivals to be a lot closer than most people expect, right? Because if there's right now, OpenAI is set to be number one. But if they're scared of competition, it kind of means that maybe number two and number three, while they are behind number one, they're still very, very close. And if you're very close, it allows those other businesses, if I'm number two and I'm so close to number one, is say, hey, look, maybe if I invest a little bit more in AI chips, if I invest a little bit more in AI computational power, I can be number one. And that's why you want that competitive landscape. Because if number one and number two were so far off from each other, number two would be like, hey, look, there's no way we're going to catch up anytime soon. So we don't really have to move at such a rapid pace. So competitive market here in the AI market, in my opinion, is very, very bullish for NVIDIA, but definitely would like to hear your thoughts about that. With quarter three right around the corner, I do have my quarter three earnings ebook on pre-order right now. If you do pre-order and use the code YouTube Q3, you're going to get $10 off, and you're also going to get quarter two earnings ebook completely free. So make sure to check it out at moresemiinvesting.com. Now, the second stock we're going to take a closer look at is Accenture. And Accenture is a public company. They are kind of consulting firm, and Accenture actually opened up a new business group, and this new business group is actually called Accenture's NVIDIA Business Group, and it is launched with 30,000 professionals receiving training globally to help clients reinvest process and scale enterprise AI adoptions with AI agents. And obviously, they're going to be training on Accenture's AI refinery platform, which is mainly using NVIDIA's full AI stack solutions. But another thing that Accenture mentions is they believe that generative AI is driving roughly $3 billion in booking in Accenture bookings in recent close fiscal year. And again, they're using a lot of NVIDIA stack solutions. And one thing I really did enjoy about this press release is Accenture and NVIDIA both provided some examples of how they're working together. So Accenture and NVIDIA did kind of partner up to help Indosat Group announce the first sovereign AI in Indonesia that enables businesses to securely deploy AI while ensuring data governance and adhering to regulations. Another thing that they mention is Accenture will also debut a new NVIDIA NIM agent blueprint. For those that are not familiar with blueprints, this is kind of NVIDIA's faster way to kind of get these AI agents to market for virtual facility robot fleet simulations. And this is what I found pretty interesting. So here, Accenture is helping businesses kind of really focus more maybe on some form of robot fleet simulation, automation, and this is using a variety of NVIDIA software stack solutions. But what is even more important is Accenture will use these new capabilities at their Eclipse Automation, which is an Accenture-owned manufacturing automation company, to deliver as much as 50% faster designs and 30% reduction in cycle time on behalf of its clients. So it seems like not only are we seeing this AI market, but we're seeing this AI market evolve into the robotic space, which is obviously something that we've been very, very bullish here. So in CNBC, NVIDIA CEO and Accenture CEO did meet, and they talked obviously a lot about this partnership. One thing that was very exciting for investors is NVIDIA CEO mentions that the demand for Blackwell is insane. So just right off the bat, that is very, very bullish for the overall stock. Now, before I close out this episode, I do want to kind of take a closer look at Accenture's valuation. I personally don't follow this company, but wanted to see what kind of valuation this company is seeing right now. PE ratio forward is 27 and PE ratio for 1 year is 25.33. This doesn't seem like overvalued company, so I can see why some investors might be pretty excited. We can see the company is expected to see revenue growth in the upcoming years, 64 billion in trailing 12 months right now, expected to be 69 by the end of this fiscal year, jumping to 73, jumping to 80 billion. So there's obviously some growth potential here with AI. And if they do continue partnerships here with NVIDIA, we can probably see them beating with added AI revenue. So overall, with valuations, not that crazy. Maybe Accenture should be one that we take a closer look at as a company that can benefit from AI, but it's not kind of sitting at those intense valuations. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.